Hello again. The US is urging NATO to prepare for possible action against Russia. That's the message coming from a top US diplomat for European affairs. The Assistant Secretary of State, Victoria Nuland, said, quote, "Ukraine's front line for freedom is ours as well." She urged NATO to install command and control centres in all of its 6 frontline states. Well, Nuland's comments about Ukraine being a crucial battleground for the alliance follow the Russian president's claims that Kiev's army is acting as a foreign legion.
Essentially, it's not an army, it's a foreign legion, a foreign NATO legion.
Well, the US says NATO should be a deterrent to aggression. Let's take a look at the map here. The alliance has been upgrading its capability along its eastern boundary in the past for months now. This map shows you NATO forces spread across the regions, you can see there, and how close it is to Russia. That makes Russia increasingly feel like it's being treated as an enemy. Tessa Rissida reports.
This most recent statement on the so-called frontline states brings to the forefront a question already asked by Russia before. Is it being seen as an adversary if there is a so-called frontline? Nuland refutes claims that it is in their interest to see a weak Russia. And also in January, the NATO chief Jens Stoltenberg said that it is important that NATO and Russia work together, especially on common threats such as fighting terror. However, in September last year, NATO had also agreed on a rapid response task force to deal with a perceived Russian threat. So really the relationship between Russia and NATO is one that is complicated and often contradictory. On the one hand, there is talk of stronger partnership in dealing with common problems. On the other hand, there is this perceived Russian threat from critics and Moscow feeling that it is being cornered.
Much more from RT Online as well. Russia's had its vote suspended once again at the Parliamentary Assembly of the Council of Europe. In response, the delegation decided then to leave PACE altogether until next year. Last night's session in Strasbourg was pretty tense, as you can imagine, but there was a lighter note too during the voting.
У меня не работает аппарат для голосования, далек от мысли, что это сделано специально. Что-то... прошу прощения.
Maybe we'll never know the true answer. It's not clear whether the Russian delegation member was being serious or not. Anyway, head to rt.com for more details, more opinion on the PACE debate and the decision there. And while you're there too online, you've got some great pictures as well. Of course, as always, we try and bring you some great shots to catch your eye. Curious shark gets in the way of Chinese Marines. Target practice, see what happens next. And also, view from above when a thunderstorm is raging and lightning is striking. What does it look like from above? Way above. Well, we've got some great video on our YouTube channel as well, along with more than 20,000 other great videos that